10 terrifying truths behind a haunted school. As children, we were all scared of one thing and one thing only, and that was our school's caretaker, Mr. Williams. Why? Well, that's because he looked like this. No, seriously, this is what he looked like. Talk about an up-close and personal nightmare. In today's video, we'll be discussing 10 terrifying truths about a haunted school. Number 10. The ghostly apparition. It all started when Emily and her friends dared each other to enter the forbidden 3rd floor of their school. Despite warnings from Mr. Williams, they went ahead and did it anyway. That's when they saw the ghost of a little girl in a Victorian nightgown standing at the end of the hallway. She then slowly walked towards them and vanished right before their eyes. Number 9. The moving pictures. A teacher at the school had hung some old pictures on the walls. One day, some students noticed that the pictures seemed to move when no one was around. When the teacher checked, she found that the nails holding up the pictures were completely gone. How is that even possible? To this day, no one knows. No. 8. The caretaker's secret. As we all know, the school caretaker, Mr. Williams, was a bit of an odd fellow. He kept to himself for the most part, and always seemed to be working. One day, a group of students discovered his logbook, which contained disturbing entries about the school and its students. In one entry, Mr. Williams wrote, "The spirits are getting stronger. I can feel their presence all around me." What exactly was he talking about? Number 7. The ghostly choir. Every year, the school hosted a Christmas play for the entire community. This year would be no different. But during the play, something strange happened. The students could have sworn they heard the sound of ghostly singing coming from the choir loft. At first, they thought it was just their imagination. But then the singing got louder and more intense. They stopped the play and investigated, but found no one. Upset by the experience, they decided to cancel the rest of the play. Number 6. The haunted library. The school library was one of the most popular places for students to hang out. It was also one of the oldest buildings on campus. Legend has it that the ghost of a former librarian haunts the stacks. Students have reported hearing the sound of footsteps and whispers when no one is around. Some have even claimed to see the ghost of the librarian herself searching for her lost cat. No. 5. The possessed piano. The music room was a great place to relax and listen to some tunes. That was until one day when a student sat down at the piano and started playing. As the student played, the music became more and more distorted and eerie. The student tried to stop, but their fingers wouldn't seem to obey them. They looked up and saw the ghost of a musician sitting at the piano with them. Terrified, the student ran out of the room. 4. The vanishing class. One day, an entire class of students vanished without a trace. They had been working on a project in the art room when they were suddenly overcome by a mysterious force. They struggled to free themselves, but it was no use. They were trapped. And then, just as suddenly as they had vanished, they reappeared in the same room. No one knew what had happened to them or how they had managed to escape. 3. The ghostly footprints. One day, a group of students were walking home from school. when they saw something strange in the snow. It was a set of footprints that looked like those of a small child. The footprints led right up to the school gates, but when the students approached, they vanished. The students were scared and confused. They didn't know what to make of the footprints. No, to the ghostly photos. During an investigation into the paranormal activity at the school, a team of paranormal investigators uncovered a hidden photo. The photo showed a group of students standing in front of the school. But there was one student who shouldn't have been there. The student in question was a girl who had died in a tragic accident years ago. How could she be in a photo taken years after she died? No. 1. The ghost train. Every so often, students would hear the sound of a train whistle in the middle of the night. They would investigate, but by the time they reached the source of the noise, the train would be gone. The students were puzzled and scared. They didn't know where the noise was coming from. Little did they know that a train had passed by the school years ago and had never left. Thanks for watching.